Hello everyone and welcome to round 4 of Hyper Racing Series. And today we are here at we're in Baku, we're racing at Azerbaijan for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. My name is Kayo, and today I'll be joined with Callum.
Hello.
Yes, hello. I mean that's standard procedure really asked to the commentators, and yeah, like I said, we're here at Azerbaijan at the Baku City Circuit for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. In case you've missed the first few races and you want to familiarise yourself with the results, HW Harry has won all 3 of the races so far. I think he's taken pole position in all 3 of the races so far as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm gonna say yes, but I could be wrong.
So, you know, hello Mad Bro, hello. I mean, I feel like he has.
I'll just double check for you. We could be wrong, but I think probably.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I think he has. I'm pretty sure he's got pole, win, and fast lap in all his races. I'm pretty sure. So he's
who got pole.
He's well, Harry's had Harry's definitely had the best start to the season
definitely.
So far. He's comfortably leading the championship. He's won all 3 races and will be looking to win race number 4 of the season. But of course he's going to have competition from obviously
44-point lead he's got.
He's got a 44-point lead already. That is quite insane. He's got a 44-point lead already after 3 races.
It's round 5 next week, so he could have the title.
Did I put a title wrong? Or
I don't know. I'll have a quick check.
no, I put the title correctly. Okay, all right. Okay, but you are Skozvarus. Hello, Skozvarus. Yassine, I do believe your name is. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, but yes, we're here for round 4. Baku should be an exciting one. Of course, it's a kind of street circuit. It's a street circuit, isn't it? Hello, David. Hello, Paniotis.
Then we've got Austria next week. And then it's Monaco.
Oh god, Monaco is gonna be carnage, I feel. But the drivers are getting well. We know it's a dry session. If there are any drivers watching, can you please let us know what the weather's going to be for the race?
We've got drivers already heading out. I think first driver on the track is going to be Sav, followed by Creeps.
Yeah, it's a Sav.
Yeah, Creeps. Everyone's coming out at once now. Hopefully we don't have any DNS during qualifying.
Hopefully not. I mean, it is quite easy to do so. Yeah, that class section is it's quite tight, yeah. Let's just say. It's quite many drivers in real life.
There. It's Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, Charles Leclerc and Kubica as well crashed there, if I'm not mistaken. So it is very easy to make a mistake there. It's probably the hot
speed. You don't want to lose your front wing either, because that's easily done.
Yes, that is the thing.
Because if you've got damage going around here, you got a long lap.
Yeah, pretty much. But
it's Wild, Pip, Shane, Simbed, Dolga, and so it goes, and Harry all still in the pits.
Right, up on the set of mediums. He's the only driver out on the mediums thus far in the Ferrari.
And then so it goes is now coming out onto track. Will we see any of the other drivers react? Looks like Harry's coming out.
Just received information that the race is dry for the race.
Dry?
Cut you off, yes.
It'd be even more carnage if it was wet. And then Sav is going to start his lap for right now.
Yes, he is 8th gear, nearly 340 kilometers an hour. Heavy breakers in turn 1, goes into 3rd gear, of course. Right.
Will he get blocked a bit by the driver in front?
No, Tim goes into turn 2. Another 90-degree left-hander corner. Takes that very well on the power. Open up the DRS. Second. I mean, that's technically the first. I mean, that's That's the only other DRS zone on the track really. Now into turn 3. This is another 90-degree corner. Only 90-degree corner, sector 1. Make sure not to take too much curve on the inside. Into turn 4, first right hander on the track. Another 90-degree corner. I mean, it looks like a decent, like a very simple
rectangle
lap so far. Yeah, a rectangle, of course. Now this turn 5 and 6.
Fastest lap, fastest first sector, of course, is the only driver.
Now the turn 7 takes it very well. He's a cut, but he didn't cut, which is good. Now coming to the cost section, very easy to kind of clip the inside. Or yeah, no contact. Done. Very nicely done indeed. Ooh, a bit of oversteer there, sliding. But he's managed to correct it so far. So far a decent lap here from Sav.
You're not allowed to invalidate your lap time, as you'll end up DNFing if you do.
Exactly.
Nicely through that corner.
Yep.
Well, Lewis Hamilton and Seb had the ding dong.
Coming the sector 2, so the end of the sector 2 start of sector 3 split now.
Nope. Now it's a full on pelt down to.
Yep.
The start finish line. I'm going to predict a 1 of 4. No, but no.
This is like maybe 130 and 139, I think. No, I don't even know actually the times. I'm so confused. I forgot the times. Oh, 38. Yeah, 38.
Ooh, okay. Not a bad lap.
138.4 from Sav there.
He'll be next to start.
Iron Apple, I think, is on his lap. Yes, he's on his lap.
Yeah, he's got Creeps. He's getting his toe though.
Iron Apple P2, Creeps P. Iron Apple
P3. Ooh, good lap there
P3,
from Sav.
Norwegian boy goes up into P2, 139.730. So Sav has set a decent lap so far, it has to be said. Who's going to set a lap? Let's see.
Oh, and Kim's retired.
I was retired there. That's an interesting place to crash, it has to be said. We've gone board with Max, if we can see what happens to Kim from Max's perspective. Heading through the final corner, yeah, he just probably lost it on the exit and crashed into the wall. I don't know how that's happened. It's not really a common place to crash, but he's done it. So, Kimmy's out of the session already, so he's not going to get a lap in Harry. On board with Harry, he's invalidated his lap, so
that means Kimmy will be starting P15 then. That's not going to be good with all the carnage probably.
Another yellow flag. Who is that? Is that Samuel maybe?
I think he might be someone to so it goes down to the line.
So it goes 139.5, puts him up into
P2.
So it goes, had a good pace last week.
Well, with Pips now heading down. What does he do? It is a
139.4.
Oh, it's Sav P1. Oh, it's Pips P2, and so it goes P3. Luigi Boy's invalidated his lap time.
He has. Let's see, on board with Shane, who missed the last 2 races, I believe. Oh, he missed the last race.
Yeah, he missed the last one.
Cuts that corner very, very nicely. Has to be said, in the Alfa Romeo, he'll be looking to kind of take his first victory of the season. His teammate's been dominating thus far.
Yeah, so, not a very good race for Shane in race 1, was it? With flagging out and.
Yeah. He still got P3 in race 1, I believe. Or P3, he got P3 in race 1.
Yeah, Harry locks up going just into the corner just before the castle section.
And Shane dives into the pits, so he's not going to finish his lap. Maybe he wasn't happy with it. Who knows?
Harry's invalidated his lap again.
Timbed just started his lap, so we can see what he can do. And the Williams always invalidates it, just scrapes the wall there at turn 1, the exit at turn 1 as well. Luckily, he's
going to start a lap.
Samuel don't have grip. Yeah, grip is quite low. Samuel grip is quite low at this track. But yeah,
Dog's going to start a lap.
Dog's going to start a lap. On board with Dog in the Renault. His teammate, was Pips in P2.
I think Harry's going to pit this lap and pit and try.
So
and then he goes retired.
Tied in the pits, it looks like.
Also, he thinks that P3 is going to be enough.
Potentially. We do not know. I expect times to drop since only 6 drivers have set a lap.
Max Mulder's spun coming out of the castle section, it looks like.
It's the Williams Timbed.
Bit of end plate damage on board that Haas. Yes, end plate damage at both sides. I do not know what's happened there. I just went on to see going through everyone, and while his Pips, what's he doing? and he's into the pits.
So I'm vulnerable to Dogger. Does he invalidate there? He doesn't invalidate there. He just about manages to keep the lap.
Harry seems to be invalidating coming out of the
Oh,
corner.
that's Tim. Oh, he just crashed in the car section, hasn't he? Yeah, he has. We're gonna go on board with Sav. Yeah, he has crashed in the car section. It's quite concerning, actually. I crashed because the engine emergency came for no reason, apparently, according to and so it goes. But yeah, that's quite annoying for him. It has to be said. So until it goes didn't retire voluntarily, he crashed, which isn't ideal. But anyway,
that's 3 retirements already.
And
that's the first crash of the castle section.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
As Harry's on an outlap, yeah. What I was saying is Harry keeps invalidating on that corner by where like you come out of the castle section, you run too wide there and invalidate. But that means Tim Bed will probably start in P14 as he's not set, as he's one of the drivers not to set a lap. But Sav's got provisional pole. Norwegian boy retired.
He crashed as well.
Same place as Kimmel, I think. Let me go on board with Iron Apple.
Oh, he has. Yeah. Why is everyone crashing there? What's going on?
I think they're getting too close to the barrier.
They must be, surely. I think it's a bit weird.
Yeah, definitely. There's change coming out of the pits now. What about this Harry? And he cuts that corner. What's Harry doing cutting all the corners?
Trying to get around the lap as soon as possible, although he's not. He's still on. I don't know what he's doing. That's the thing, because he's not on. He's not put his fuel mix up. I don't know what's up with Harry at the moment. There's a dog of 1P5, I should say.
He's into the pit.
He does go into the pits. Don't know what's
not
up
a very
with
good
Harry.
start to the race for today.
Yeah.
He's normally. Oh, sector 2. Dolga, something's happened to Dolga, unless he's letting Samuel pass.
This wow is Pips. He's letting Samuel pass.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Oh, and Iron Apple spins it in coming out the castle section.
Ooh, he's managed to keep the car alive. He's kept the car in one piece
he's got
though.
front wing damage.
Just about. He's got front
end plate damage.
Yeah. Sav,
and Sav goes even faster.
138.309. So currently he's not really being challenged. It seems at the moment.
No, not at all. Got over nearly a second lead.
Yeah.
1.103 second lead over while he's pits in P2. But he's had no competition from Shane or Harry yet.
Yeah, currently Sav leading the way at the moment. Creeps actually across the landing, goes up into P5. He improves his lap, so 1.0. So
Shane's on a lap.
Shane is on a lap. Good spot. What can he do? Can he put his car up into pole, locks up into turn 3? Well, still makes the corner quite comfortably.
What you need to do is not try and go really carefully and not invalidate it. Because you don't want to be starting right at the back of the grid, which you're looking like you're going to do at the minute. That's where all the carnage will happen. What you sort of want to be is right at the front and have the perfect start. Can you get it through the castle section? You can.
He can. Julian gets out of his way.
Doesn't invalidate it. He's going to be coming up to his teammate now. Ooh, locks up there. A bit of a scruffy lap so far here from Shane. Probably better than I could have done. I'd probably have been in the barrier by now.
Maybe they're better. Probably this two are really much better than us at the game.
But Harry will be getting the tow from his teammate to start his lap.
He will.
Might be helping. And Shane goes.
P3 at 138.6.
And we'll go on board with Harry now, when he's going to start his lap.
See what Max can do. Max is going to enter the pit lane now. Julian has just started his lap. Creeps into
Max
the pit lane.
needs to get a bit of a move on and trying to get, or he might get, and Harry locks up in the same place as his teammate did.
He does lock up.
Yeah, Max needs to try and get out quick and set a lap.
Very struggling to turn the car.
Even if he's not a quick lap, he's set a lap, so he's ahead of Tim and Kimmy, or ahead of Tim. And so it goes in the weekend, boys not done too bad with their DNFing, have they?
No, they haven't. Still P4 and P5 for both of them. So
yeah,
they're going quite well.
It locked you up a bit. Yeah.
Oh, Harry, nearly run. Yeah, Harry's struggling there. So much locking up.
Does he? No, he doesn't invalidate it. Does he need to run now down to the line? Locks up again. Maybe he's not comfortable with the setup he's got.
Yeah, potentially. We'll find out what the lap is. Oh, and he slides
There's
there.
Purple middle sector. I don't know if this has any glitch.
Well, we'll find out when he crosses the line, innit? He's got 4 minutes to go left in the session. So maybe he'll have time to get round and do one more, although it will be quite tight for timing, is to be said. Anyway, Harry's going to come across the line now, and it's a 138.0, so he is on provisional pole. Even though the lap looked very scruffy, it has to be said.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But he's currently on pole.
Max Mulder.
Let's see, Max Mulder. He is on his out lap.
I think he's doing a Ragunathan,
yeah.
Couldn't get out.
So, Creeps and Dog are on their out laps, and Dog is further along than pretty much everyone else on their out laps. So we'll stay on board, we'll stick with the Renault driver.
I think Harry might be saving fuel and trying to go for one last flying lap, because he won't be able to get into the pits and back out. Or could he?
I'm not sure, we'll have to find out.
No, he might do. And how much he flies around this lap. And I think Creeps has crashed.
He probably has. Maybe, not probably, that's harsh. He maybe has. And he's retired from the session, so...
On track,
he retired on track, though, yeah. Luckily, Harry's not on the lap, so it's fine. Anyway, on board...
Sorry for interrupting you then.
No, that's fine. You were saying something, don't worry. But,
yeah, he had front wing damage and retired.
But... we're going to go on board a Dog now, in the Renault.
Yeah, Max is on an out lap now.
Max is on an out lap.
They can get it round in one piece. And...
yes, Sav also on his out lap too, as he's going to go through the cos section. But we're going through with Dog right now.
Shane's on an out lap now.
On the TV cam is Doggo and the Renault teammate, while his Pip's currently P3, so Dog will be looking to kind of get closer to that. He's actually 2.5 tenths down in sector 1, which is not going to help him, has to be said. He gets very, very close to the wall on the exit. That is pushing it to the absolute limit. Into this right-hander we go now. Again, it gets close to the wall. I mean, it's very easy. I mean, you pretty much have to get close to the wall in this track. Like, pretty much at every corner. Just the way the layout of the track, it is quite... it's the way it is.
It's a very technical track, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just... because it is a street circuit, so it is going to be tight, you know. Most street circuits, if not all,
Harry pitting.
Are quite tight. Harry pitting, he is
Harry
pitting, so he's not going to... yeah, he's done for qualifying, so he's going to hope that his lap was good enough for pole. Doggo is 5 tenths down, so he's not going to improve.
He's got a 3 tenths lead over Sav, so we need to go on board with Sav. He's starting their lap now.
Yes, the man in the Racing Point. He's had a quietly decent season.
Yeah, podium in race. He had a couple of podiums though this
I think
season.
So. Pretty sure.
He definitely had one podium, I know that.
It probably would have been...
Netherlands, I think he got a podium.
It probably would have been Netherlands then, yeah.
Or has he had a podium at every race?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't had a podium at every race. He didn't get one in Silverstone either, so it probably was...
yeah, because his strategy sort of didn't help him in Brazil.
Yeah, but he is 2 tenths up actually.
Purple sector 1 for him though.
He is 2 tenths up actually, so we're going to stick on board with Sav.
Harry
has retired from the session in the pits, of course. He wasn't going to Get back around Sav, navigates that very well. He doesn't invalidate, which is crucial for Sav if he wants to get pole position. Harry's got pole position at every single
Max
race
is
so
up to
far.
P8.
Max is up into P8, then Dutch driver in the Haas. Harry's got pole position at every race so far. Will Sav be the man to break that streak? We will find
Very
out
clean race.
in about half a minute.
Very clean so far from him.
He is 2.5 tenths up. That is
Yeah,
still not going to be enough. I mean, he's got to. Yeah, it could be the pole lap. It's going to be very close, though. It's going to be very, very close.
He's had 2 purple sectors in a row. I don't know if the timing screens are glitched.
But we're going to see Sav. He's up in the DRS. Is he going to get pole position? He does. 137.969, and Harry is in P2 while he's retired from the session. Shane also on a lap. He's on a lap.
2 tenths up though.
He's 2 tenths up. Cuts that corner very aggressively, like most drivers do, has to be said. Whereas he's he's 7 tenths up, but he does look up. Oh, he loses the rear end on exit.
Could it be Shane Paul?
It could be Shane Paul, but that exit could have cost him. We will find out in about, I don't know, 10 seconds it feels like. Iron Apple goes up into P5 as well in the Ferrari. Good lap there from Iron Apple on the dying embers of the session. What can Shane do? Will he go on to pole position for Alfa Romeo? He does not.
No, P3.
It's 138, 179. He probably made that last corner.
Doing?
That last sector.
Max is on a lap. I don't know if it's going to go. Not going to be fast. No, he's not going to improve. He slowed right down, yeah. So it's South P1, Harry P2, Shane P3, Wallace Pips P4, Iron Apple P5.
Indeed.
Very good. Well, congratulations to South for breaking Harry's record. I think Shane lost Pearl by that lockup. I don't think that lockup really helped him.
Yeah, the final corner he kind of locked up and then a bit of sliding. I mean, that kind of probably cost him pole position. Who knows?
Yeah, but congratulations to Sav in the racing point. Have a clear track ahead of him to hopefully stay safe. But not a good race over Timbed or Kimi, who both retired without setting a lap time. So it's South P1, Harry P2, Shane P3, Wiles Pips P4, Iron Apple P5, Anto goes P6, Norwegian Boy P7, Creeps P8, Max Mulder P9, Dorga P10, Julian P11, Donk P12, Samuel P13, Timbed P14, and Kimi P15. Look at the gap between Sav and Harry.
Half a tenth pretty much.
Yeah. I think that the mock-ups cost Harry.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
But we'll never know.
We will never know.
What do you reckon the strategy will be today?
I mean, I think soft hard would be the...
Or would you start on the medium if you're outside the top 10?
You do start on the medium, one stop maybe.
Yeah, medium then hard.
Nice overcast weather.
Hopefully we might get a bit of a rain. Game just breaks and gives us rain.
That'd be quite fun. I'd love that actually. I can't even lie. I would love that.
Stress the drivers out though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But give us quite a bit of action.
But for now on the grid, just waiting. We're kind of just waiting for the formation to begin, really.
Yeah.
Right. Oh
yeah,
god,
so
it's
the predicted
so dark.
strategy is soft to hard, or two-stop is soft, medium, hard. Does anyone put on the...
Julian and Samuel on the hard, Don and Kimi on the mediums, Timbed on the softs.
I think Kimmy and Dong have done the right thing. I don't think Julian and Samuel have not going to have the grip right at the start to get off the line.
They're going to be quite slow.
And they're going to take a while to heat up. But I think Dong and Kimmy on the mediums are going to be people to watch out for. And Julian and Samuel don't want to crash out DNF, get disqualified on a formation lap. Very dark, isn't it?
It is very overcast. It's very overcast. I mean, it's very interesting. I mean, I like it when it's overcast. It has to be said. It's a nice.
No, Marco mixing the drivers up.
Yeah, they did a bit of strategies come up with my thing now. Yep, soft, hard. Probably the favoured strategy, and then soft, medium, soft would be the two-stop, the alternate strategy. But you need to have a lot of pace to make that work.
I wonder what the strategy will be. What Kimmy and Tim need to do. The top basic. Julian, Samuel, Kimmy, and Donk all need to stay out. And what's happened with Max? He's got stuck down at the castle section. He's gone into that runoff area.
That is concerning.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that in the race.
Everyone in the top, bottom, except Timbed, sort of don't want to get in trouble, so they have to pit for a new front wing. They have to change off them tyres, which can keep them longer. But Tim sort of wants to, so they can put on the hard tyres and go long. But Kimmy, the strategy for the hard tyres is hard till lap 18 and pit for soft.
Yeah. Yeah, once again, strategy, soft to hard, or soft, medium, medium now as well, so it could be soft, medium, medium, soft, anything, it could be anything really.
Yeah, they're all forming up on the grid now. At least none of them have got disqualified, so they'll all have decent tyre heat. Driver's got to wait here the longest, though, doesn't they?
Yes, he does, pretty much.
There's lots to get in position will be Max Mulder.
Yeah. But there's the grid now, the drivers are now on the grid. And we wait for the last
Max
car
is now in
to form up.
position.
I hope this game isn't broken. The lobby's not broken. It's not broken, but as the drivers are now getting ready, the 5 lights are going out.
And it's lights out and away we go. Good start there for South, but has Harry got the jump on him? No, he hasn't.
He has not got the jump on him. Looks like there's an and a hassle, and so it goes. Oh, contact between Wild Pips and Iron Apple, but it looks like they've gone away with it. Everyone seems to have made it clean. Wild Pips and Iron Apple going down the inside of turn 2. Oh, that is a lot of contact. Shane is actually all over the back of his teammate and can't overtake. Why is there? There's Max has got a 5-second penalty for a glitch with the Norwegian boy.
How come we got a safety
for the life
car?
of me, I can't explain why we've got a safety car.
Me neither, so that's why I was questioning it when I came up. I was like, what's happened here?
This is good for the soft runners to preserve their tyres, it has to be said.
Trying to see. Dude, I could not tell you why we have got a safety car.
Really?
No one's out the race, so I don't know why. I did have this in a career mode once, though.
Julian's got no front wing. So
Unless
that could be it. Yeah, I mean that could be it. Oh, and he's out of the session. He's made the error under. He's out of the session. He's done a Charles Leclerc. He's actually made an error under the safety car as well. He didn't need to go that fast, but he has. And Julian is already at the session on lap 1, so now it's. I mean,
that'll make the safety car even longer.
Yeah.
If that wasn't a safety car, if the safety car wasn't already out.
Yeah, that would have been a safety car most likely.
If you question the castle section, it blocks out the track. If I was Dulga or Timbed, I'd probably pit and chuck the hards on.
The Shane pitch. Oh, Harry pits. Harry gets rid of his soft tyres. Iron creeps, the Norwegian boy.
Team Beck
Oh,
doesn't pit.
Iron
Iron
sped into the pit, although I feel like he could have been hit. So,
George
Iron goes into a set of hards, Creeps goes into a set of hards, Harry pits for a set of...
Medium.
Oh, Harry's at the front wing change as well.
He crashed in the
that is
safety car.
He must have done. He must have got some
He
front
hit the
wing
battery,
damage.
I saw
Yeah,
him.
must.
That's not going to help Harry's race now then.
So it
But
looks like Kimmy's now on a set of hards, Dog was on a set of mediums, Max Motor's on a set of mediums, so...
I'm so good he's in the lead.
But that's a timing glitch, he's actually in P4.
P6.
No,
No,
he's in
P5.
P4. Is he in P5? No, P6
Yeah.
P4, isn't
It
it?
goes South P1, Shane P2, Wiles Pips P3, P4.
Yeah, and so it goes, yeah, it will be, so...
Yeah, it started
Yeah,
itself
there
out
you go.
now.
So, oh, and so Wasps knee runs to the back of Shane there. Did he touch him? I don't think he did, but I was very, very close to getting a 5-second penalty. So,
But Harry might have the advantage here
he might
over.
have the advantage, but he's behind Iron Apple and Norwegian Boy. You both pit, but they're on
He's
hards.
the longest pit.
I mean, I don't think it wouldn't have made sense to go on the hards. We're doing a double medium from this point on is probably the better strategy.
Harry's currently P3 for stop. The only person with a penalty is Iron Apple with a 5-second time penalty.
Yeah, speeding to the pits,
Max-
although I do
Max
feel like he may have
served
been
his
hit.
under.
That's always good.
under
Always good
safety
to
car.
serve the penalty. Kind of gets rid of that very quickly. But we will
Safety car will not be in this lap as
yeah. I mean,
Max
it depends if... Oh, there's a lot of slowing down going on.
Yeah, if I was.
Oh, Creeps got a 5-second time penalty for a glitch with Harry. That's not going to help
Does
him.
Harry get a penalty though?
Harry
No, he
does not
doesn't.
get a penalty because he was in air mode, so he doesn't need to worry about this. He goes staying up for another lap, so
Yeah, so they were too far away, but we'll definitely be in next lap.
maybe if I was Creeps, I'd probably get off the hard and go on a set of mediums and get rid of the penalty. And the Norwegian boy's just driven into the wall and he's lost a bit of front wing. That is not
good there.
that is not ideal. It has to be said.
Mhm. But who is Sav pitting? Sav is not pitting, neither is Shane.
No, they're all staying
Neither is-
out. What
I
the
would've
Norwegian
pitted.
boy pit? The Norwegian boy does actually pit to change his wing,
Who else pit?
so that's his kind of strategy out the window.
No one else pits, just the Legion. But if I was the top 6, I would have pitted.
Hmm.
'Cause I think it's too risky.
Mhm.
Because you're gonna have to pull the gap over everyone else and
Yeah.
be ready to pit. But cool, might we see the safety car be out another lap with Norwegian boy having to try and catch up?
Mhm.
I think he'll catch up just in time.
Yeah, no, definitely catch up. I mean, he will.
Predictions now for the win, are you going to change it or do you think it'll stay the same?
I mean, I think Shane would. He's in a good position now.
Yeah, he's got teammates, got a pit stop advantage over him. Got a question for you. Do you know with how in 2021 they've got 2 different safety cars, the Aston and the Mercedes? In the game, do you think they'll have both the safety cars on, or they just
I
have to
hope
put the
so.
Mercedes in?
I hope so.
Might do it how they did it with the set racers.
Maybe. I hope it will be like that. I hope it will be. Oh, the Norwegian boy
It's like-
spun. I don't know what he's doing, but he spun the car, and he's
Has he
managed to
got
get it
damage?
back round again. He didn't get any damage, but he did spin.
They'll catch up in time. Is safety car going to be in what? Yeah, because like at Bahrain it was Aston Martin, then being Mercedes. Safety car in this lap, please. Safety car is
Yep.
in this lap. Finally a lap of racing.
Finally, we're gonna get actually proper racing.
When's Sav gonna go?
So Sav, I mean, if I was Sav, I'd probably leave it as late as possible to give
Yeah, because-
Shane the.
I'd do a Valtteri Bottas like in
Yeah.
Mugello, back him up right to the line.
Yeah, that's what I
We
would
need
do.
to
Yeah.
back him up some more because the safety car is.
Agent
Harry gets a 5
Harry,
second
that's a
penalty.
penalty. Has he got any wing damage?
Collision with Creed.
No. with creeps, so he does, but
creeps,
he's gone in. No,
Harry's
Sav
had a
hasn't
creep.
gone yet. Sav has gone now. Sav has gone now. Has he caught anyone out? I don't think he has.
No, I think he's been
and
caught
Sergio's
out.
going down the inside. Oh, and Shane runs to the back of Sav there. What's happening? Oh, and
Contact!
there is contact. Harry's into the wall as well. He's collided with creeps there. Apple, you alright into the wall?
Facing the wrong way.
Harry is facing the wrong way. That's not good for Harry. That's quite bad for him. The championship leader all the way down in P14. But Sav is still your race leader, followed by Shane. Whilst Pips and Sergio's Timber now into P5. Game past on BSQ, Samuel on P6. ASDF Kimmy actually all up into P8 now, so he's had a good restart there.
Did you see what happened with that contact? Because I did not.
I thought that is probably contact with another driver. Norwegian boy going past Dog around the outside. Ooh, what a move there. Very good move there from Norwegian. That's a nice clean move. And he's up into P9. He's also had a good restart considering he was last heading into the city to go restarting. Now he's already up into P9. Don BSQ loses it on the corner there. He's going to lose a vision to Samuel and Kimmy. Oh, where is contact? Oh, how are they going to get through? There's contact between Don and Norwegian boy, and there's a virtual safety car. Don BSQ is a 5-second penalty. That was a bit messy, has to be said.
Yeah. Harry's going to have a hand on his job now. His hands full now, trying to get this win.
Although he's got no win.
I think
he's out the session.
No.
And he's made the classic error of pushing too much when you don't have a front wing. That's an error for sure.
That will mean that we'll have a new race winner.
And this we have now. We're back to green flag racing. Shane looks like he's got the advantage on Sav, but it doesn't look like he's going to get the overtake made by the end of the straight. Norwegian boy getting past Don BSQ, and so it goes, getting past Timber and Max Mulder's crash, and he's out the session as well. Creeps, Iron Apple.
Norwegian boy's into the pit lane.
Oh my god, he's trying to get past. I hope you saw that. It didn't work. He tried it.
He's got front wing damage now.
He has got front wing damage and he's got a penalty to serve like most people. So, this is a chaotic race so far.
So, two things out of that. We'll have a new race winner for once. Harry's championship lead is going to drop.
It is going to fall. It's going to fall. He's going to score no points.
And let's see, I think his closest rival is Sav. That means if Sav gets the win, that means the gap's going to go back down to 19 points, I think. Harry said I'm such an effing idiot.
That's a mistake. He made a...
Yeah, so it was a mistake, it wasn't purposely then.
Yeah, he just made an error. Oh, and Shane looks like he's taking that corner far more aggressively than Sav there. And Shane is going to have the benefit of DRS, if not in next lap, or this lap, lap 6 I think. He does look like he's faster than Sav at the moment, but
just ask Harry what happens to restart, see if we can get any intel to us. I did not see what happened though. Jimmy seems to be going to try and get a move on Samuel. And Kimmy's past Samuel before even before DRS.
Yes,
but DRS isn't even enabled, is it? Safety car.
Samuel fight back into turn 1. He does not. Kimmy in the McLaren slots himself into P6. That's the right one.
Shane's closing in on Sav again. Walked up again.
There's a VSC, another VSC. What happened there this time? It was Creeps. So Creeps is retired. I missed that completely. And you only have 11 runners now. So...
Harry doesn't know what happened at the restart.
It looked messy, to be honest. It just looked messy. That's all we can say, really. Alright, we're back to green flag running, and Sav is still your race leader. But how long for Shane did he lose it there on the exit of the corner?
Timber crashes at the cast
and he's got wing damage.
The front end plate damage.
He's definitely going to have to box this lap for sure.
But I think he was going to pit anyway because he's on soft tyres.
Yeah, so that's pretty much fine, I guess.
I think it was a bit of every. I think the restart was a bit messy, but the stewards will need to have a look into
it. Yeah, for sure. But as we go onto the straight, Shane is in the snitching off Sav. He's going to activate the ERS. He's going to open up the DRS. Going to open up the rear wing like a letterbox, as the great Martin Brundle says. Pulls to the left of Sav.
And pulls
into the lead as well as Pips dives into the pits, locks up for good measure. Does Shane, and he's going to have to try and pull away from Sav now. He's going to have revenge. He's going to have a crack at the DRS onto this straight now. Will Sav fight back? It looks like he's going to fight back. He's using his overtake. He tells us his overtake. Shane goes back onto the racing line. Sav is looking like he's going to go for a move down the T. He does, and he chooses not to. As the Wild Pits goes in a set of hard tyres, comes out in P7.
He's a bit of no man's land.
He's a bit of no man's land. Same as Kimmy. He's kind of got past Samuel. Now he's all out on his own as a Norwegian boy. He's not up into P8 as Timbert comes out the pits into P9.
Samuel.
Because Dog on the faster tyre. Samuel looks like he's struggling a lot right now. He's got pretty much little grip, it looks like.
How much is the pit stop round here?
I am actually not aware. I'm not sure. I can check now.
Because Shane's got a 20-second lead over while always Pips.
Doesn't tell me here. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Try and see on that one. As Sav is actually sticking all over the back of Shane, so it looks like Sav could be preparing for a revenge move at the end on this straight. Really, he's going to activate his ERS. He's got a good enough exit to the point where he's in the slipstream. He's in the slipstream of Shane. He's going to keep using his ERS. The gap is 4 tenths, 3.5 tenths. It's getting shorter. It's getting smaller and smaller, I should say.
I think Shane's pitting.
Shane is going to go into the pits, and Sav looks like he's going to follow him in.
Breather than speed.
No, no speed. So.
And then Flip goes, he's also into the pits. Does he speed?
He does not speed.
No. Kimmy does not pit. Samuel doesn't pit.
Sav and Shane both onto a set of medium tyres. That's interesting. Both of them doing the exact same strategy. SDF Kimmy moves into the lead. Samuel and Dog are now battling for P2. This is.
Samuel's out. Samuel is out ahead of Sav. He's just out ahead of Wales Pit.
Yes, the Wales Pits with a good undercut there, closing in on Sav. Sav's lost 2 seconds to Shane, so that's.
He might have got held up.
Yeah, potentially.
Shane walks up again going into that corner. Dog is all over the back of Samuel.
This is not going to help Shane's cause. He's going to get held up by the both of them.
Not even like blue flags.
But he's got a much better on Dog heading into this right-hander. Shane looks like he's got the bit between his teeth, and he goes up past Dog. Samuel's struggling so much right now.
I don't think them hard tyres was a great starting choice.
Yeah, Samuel's really struggling. He's just too slow at the moment.
Does everyone make it through the castle section alive? So far they are.
Shane's going to give him from the outside of Samuel. It's going to be a brave one if he makes a stick. He does make a stick. And he is up into P2 now. He's going to try and pull over from Samuel. Try and build the gap between him and Sav, who is getting held up massively now by Dolga. This Creeps left the session, but he's already DNF'd.
Will we see Kimmy pick this lap? Or will he go longer on them hard tyres?
Is he
going to go longer?
He's going to go longer. Look at Sav is going to get past Dolga here. Position swap for P4, but Dolga is sticking with him. But Dolga gets a penalty.
Track limits.
And Dogger's going to go down the inside, and there's a bit of contact here. Will Dogger let his teammate go? Dogger does let his teammate go. A bit of team orders there. Dogger let his teammate pass, and whilst Pips
got a 5-second time penalty for track limits. I thought it was 3 seconds.
No, it's 5 seconds. Sav on the charge here, getting up into P3, getting past Samuel. A bit of contact there, made into turn 3, but
when did it get changed to 5 seconds penalty?
No, if it's like a really bad, if it's a really obvious corner cut.
So it went basically where?
Trying to get pass. He can.
Timbed and Donk are into the pit.
As well as Pips goes past Sammy. Wise is up into P4.
No one's got a penalty at them, like a post-race penalty would add on the ball.
Oh.
Observed him in the pits.
Yeah, you're
He was
right.
close out of the top 10. Kimmy's got no warnings. Shane's got no warnings. Sav's got no warnings. Wiles Pips has got 1 warning. Samuel's got no warnings. No warnings for Dorga. No warnings for Dan, so it goes. Norwegian Boy's got 1 warning. Pineapple's got 2 warnings. And Timbed's got no warnings. We see Sav now closes back in. What Shane?
Dorga's gonna get pit. Dorga's got past Samuel, so that's around 4-5 at the moment, but Dorga and Samuel are both to pit. And so it goes kind of on his own in P7, Norwegian Boy with PA, and then really far
Samuel
back.
into the pit.
Samuel does go into the pits. He wants to get rid of those hard tyres, and I don't blame him because they look awful to drive with.
Now I see why Shane went on the mediums.
He's going to change his front wing as well, so he had that to deal with for the whole pretty much stint.
But Shane keeps looking up going into that corner.
Yeah.
Shane doesn't look as happy on the mediums compared to Sav.
He does not, you're right.
It looked very like, what's the word? He seems to be running better on the soft compared to these mediums. Constantly locking them up. Could we see Sav win?
Potentially, I mean, it's going to be an interesting.
Now down to 7/10.
I mean, Wise Pips is not. He's showing he's had decent pace. It's going to be interesting to see what happens as Kimmy.
He's fallen back a bit now.
He has fallen back a bit because he has got the harder tyres on, so he's naturally going to fall back. But
this battle for the lead, Kimmy may as well just let them two go past. Because he's going to drop behind them.
Probably going to
have
to.
If I was Kimmy, I'd try and lose as little time as possible and just let them both through. We'll find out.
Savs is the fastest lap of the race at 1:42.44. And he is going to push it. I mean, this is not going to help Shane at the moment, these few corners. He's really going to get past on DRS now, as Kimmy doesn't really put up much of a fight. But Shane is not going to be hoping that Kimmy can hold up Sav for long enough to pretty much get out the 1 second gap.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where
Shane does look up. Oh, and
Kimmy does let Sav pass.
Kimmy lets Sav go through, so that is
that
not
was very
what
nice.
Shane needed. Shane needed Kimmy
very
to
nice
hold him
from Kimmy there. I think Kimmy did the right thing there. And Shane keeps locking up, so I don't think he's very comfortable on these tyres. Compared to Sav, who's flying on him. Another lock up from Shane. Oh! Damage! Shane goes straight on it. Gets front wing damage in the castle section.
Oh, he's got
wing
damage. And Sav is now back into the lead of the Grand Prix. Safety car, he's been saved.
Pineapple retired.
Shane has been saved. I mean, that wing damage is. I mean, that's.
And Pineapple's gone too deep where Shane locks up and has this been team orders from this.
Oh, and Sav's got a drive-through penalty. That is actually cool. That has changed literally everything. Sav was looking like the man.
Oh, this is going to be good for Kimmy. Sav's going to come in and do the. Oh, okay, no, you can't pit on the safety car and do a drive-through, can you?
You can't pit on the safety car, no.
He's gonna change tyres. Or can you do a drive?
And he sped into the pit lane just to compound the misery. And why always Pips? Yeah, he's pitted, but he's got a fast penalty in, which he's not going to get rid of. He's going to go on a set of hards now. But
This is not helping. He should have stayed out and waited till after the safety car.
Kimi now up to P3, and Kimi on the set of medium tyres. He's into P3. He's looking quite good at the moment, as he's only got 10 drivers left in the race.
Sav's gone to the hards while Shane's gone into another set of mediums.
I mean, the mediums can probably make it to end the race from here.
Sav's had a disaster there.
He has had a disaster there. That is just...
He's got 5 seconds and a drive-through penalty to serve. He should have waited till after the safety car and took that drive-through. I was like, I knew that you couldn't serve a drive-through penalty under, what's it called, safety car.
Yeah.
You'd be gaining an advantage then, wouldn't you? I don't even know if you can do that in real life. Take a drive-through penalty under the safety car. Don't know.
No, you can't do it in real life because it'll be unfair.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be a very tense race now.
It's going to be, I mean, the race is literally just turned on its head.
Yeah, definitely.
It really has, I mean, that is just absolutely crazy. But the new running order, Norwegian born Samuel. So whilst Pips is your new race leader, unexpectedly has to be said, he's your new race leader. Sav is in P2, but he's got a 5-second penalty in the drive-through that he's got to worry about. ASCF Kim in P3, Shane is in P4 after he got wing damage, so he's not lost out too much there. He's kind of gotten away with one. Dahlgren in P5, the Norwegian boy in P6 on a set of soft, so he's going to pit again. And so it goes in P7, Samuel in P8, who's going to pit again. Timber in P9 and Don BSQ in P10. Those are the only 10 runners we have left in the session. And Sav dives into the pits, so his race is going from bad to worse, it has to be said. He's probably going to go on a set of mediums, I think. He is going to go on a set of mediums. He's actually going to serve the 5-second penalty, so that does make sense to do, actually. Because he's still going to be in the pack.
Yeah, he's now going to... Now he's serving his 5-second time penalty.
So he's going to come out ahead of... He's going to come out ahead of Timber. So he's going to come out in P8.
Yeah, he's still got to do his drive-through penalty now.
He has got to do his drive-through penalty.
I jinxed it, didn't I, saying Sav's likely to get the win.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything now. I've jinxed too much. I bet all the drivers hate me whenever I open my mouth, like, do not say anything.
Well, the commentator's curse is real.
Yeah.
Apparently, so, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say, to be honest. He's very unlucky. Samuel, 5-second penalty for collision with Sav, so that's kind of ruined everything, for Sav at least. But then that driver penalty just cost him a lot. It really has. He was doing so well.
If he hadn't sped in the safety car, he probably would have been fine. David soft spot did 14 laps. It's gonna be quite a, what's the word, challenge.
Yeah. It was going to be a mighty challenge.
Will she safety car in this lap?
Potentially, the field has...
No, it's too late. Safety car, ooh, that's what I call.
It is... Well, I mean, you normally find out at the end of sector 2 that when it comes in.
We'll see while his pits now back left, he's doing more backing up than Sav did. But Sav's got to keep himself clean. Who's got what are the penalties for everyone then? Drive-through penalty for Sav. 5-second time penalty for what's his name? It's that. While his pit's going.
Is he gonna go
He's
now?
going now.
He is gone
And
now.
he's caught
He's
Kimi
caught
napping.
Kimi. Nah, he has caught Kimi napping. Shane is all over the back of Kimi as the restart. We
Norwegian
have
boy's getting
restarted.
past Olga.
Norwegian boy's got past Olga. What? Shane get past Kimi on the outside of turn one. It looks like he has. He has. Good move there from
Oh,
Shane.
and Norwegian boy's past Kimi.
The Norwegian boy is now got past Kimi. He's on a
Ooh,
set of soft tires. Kimi's
I
going
was
to
back.
defend though.
If I was Shane, if I was Norwegian boy, sorry, I'd back out now.
I mean, now I would push because he's on the faster tire, so you got to try and get ahead of Kimi. But Kimi
I
holds
don't want to be on the
onto
inside in case Kimi
P3. Kimi holds
walks
the
up
P3
and
until it
inside powers
goes
me.
into is in P5, getting past Dolga. Sav's trying to get past 2. He hit the wall.
Fast
Does he have
Olga.
any wing damage? It doesn't look like he does.
Oh, he sort of forced Olga into the wall
And
there a
Kimi
bit.
and the Norwegian boy battling as they go through this turn. And the Norwegian boy muscles his way up into P3 on a set of soft tyres, so he's got the advantage of tyres right now. Shane is right now all over the
Pips
back
are
of
in the
Thomas.
lead.
He's pretty much pushing the Wild's Pips, I should say, through
I
these
would
corners at the
Sav.
moment.
Sav's got 3 laps to pit, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
And then so it goes now as front wing damage for clipping the wall through the caster section. Harry's joined.
No, he's back as a probably as a
He's been spectating
engineer.
for Harry. He'll be Shane's race engineer.
Yeah.
Oh, and Sav cuts the corner to overtake. So it goes. I think Sav might need to let Anto goes back because he cut that corner there. Will we see Sav pit and take his drive-through penalty? And so it goes, has front wing damage. What's he do? He's not pitting. And so it goes, pits with front wing damage.
He does. That's a shame, Francegos. He was in a good position.
Oh, Shane's into the lead.
Shane is into the lead as we expected. I completely missed that. I do apologise. Shane is into the lead.
too.
Finally.
The Norwegian boy's
Into
getting
the
past.
lead. He's back into the lead. The Norwegian boy is getting past. He's going to go up into P2 on his soft tyres. But he's probably going to pit again though, which is the issue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
and
contact!
Wise
He
is
braked
the
check
back of
Wells
him.
pits then.
And now Wise
I think that
Pip's
might-
got a wing damage. So that is
That could have been a bit of a brake check there, I do not
that
know.
could have been. I mean, I think Wise Pip just broke too late probably. But now Wise Pip's wing damage is going to cost him.
Yeah, will we see the Norwegian boy try and get past Shane now? And hold these
Potentially.
tires out for the lead, for the win.
Potentially.
The Sav needs to serve his drive-through penalty.
He does deserve a penalty. He's actually made it up to P5, so it was a good recovery from Sav. Oh, Wise Pips is round at the castle.
He's
Oh,
crashed.
Wise Pips, he's now down into P8. That's a shame for Wise Pips. He was driving so well.
The
And he was in a
Norwegian boy's dropped
podium
back a bit now from
position.
Shane.
The Norwegian boy has dropped back from Shane.
Everything's happening now. If I was Sav, I'd pit this lap. I don't know though. But then he's gonna have to work his way through the field.
Yeah. But the Norwegian boy, he's going for the lead actually. Is he going to go left or right? Shane covers the racing line.
Yeah.
Jared disabled safety
safety
car
car.
while Pips is out of the session. Will Sav be able to serve his drive through? It looks like he's not going to be able to.
No.
Oh my Sav, that is actually very unfortunate for Sav.
And
Serving that drive through would have been.
While his Pips it's crashed.
Oh, if that signal came out about 20 seconds later, Sav would have been
No, I
looking
feel Sav's
fantastic.
his race is ruined. Sav's race is ruined. I'm gonna apologise to Sav and say that was my fault with the commentator's curse. I apologise.
Yeah, that is such a
Take full
shame.
responsibility.
But Only 9 drivers now, and still it's Shane who's out in front, the Norwegian boy. What is he going to do now? He's... Well, I mean... He's probably got to pit again as well as Samuel, but maybe he can put on a fresh set of softs, maybe if he has one left. Who knows?
Sav needs to pit.
Sav needs to pit again. Yeah, I mean, if I was Don, I'd get on a set of probably mediums or maybe even softs, try and take that risk.
Yeah.
Norwegian boy and Samuel probably have to pit again, I think.
3 laps. I think Shane's gonna be fine.
Shane, all the medium runners are going to be fine. It's just, I mean, if I was Norwegian boy, Samuel, and Don, I'd probably get on a set. I'd get on a set of mediums to go to the end. I think.
I'm trying to think what you do. So 13 laps on soft. Can you do that?
Shane is actually. Shane doesn't pit. He fakes the pit. Norwegian boy doesn't pit either. Kimmy stays out. Samuel pits. Dolga pits. Sav does not pit. And so it goes. Will probably not pit. Samuel's been into the pit lane. That is a shame for him.
Very good fake there from Shane.
A good fake indeed, has to be said.
I apologise to Sav in the chat for cursing him.
Shame, but we're gonna have to see what happens. As Dog goes on a set of soft, so he's maybe confident he can go to the end. Samuel goes on a set of mediums.
Yeah, soft tyres will definitely be able to get to the end now. It's gonna be touch and go.
I mean, I don't think the Norwegian boy is gonna make it to the end. I mean, if I was him, I would have maybe put onto another set of soft. Who knows? Who knows? I've been
unless
wrong
he
before.
proper nurses tyres. Sav's race has been ruined here.
Very unlucky. He was very, very unlucky.
Yeah, if that safety car was like 10 seconds later. But it's still Shane P1, Norwegian boy P2, Jimmy P3. Sav has been really unlucky getting that drive-through penalty.
Oh, 100%. I mean, that is a very. I mean, he made the mistake, but he was unlucky he wasn't able to serve it because the safety car came out at such a bad time. Safety car is in this lap as well, by the way.
He shouldn't have. I think he shouldn't have pitted when he did. He should have pitted on the safety car and got that 5-second time penalty because that's not helped him.
That hasn't helped him at all.
And then pitted. I think as soon as the safety car pitted. If I was him, I'd fall the safety car in. And then just go full pelt soft tyres to the end.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, I've said it. Let's go on board with Shane. When did he go?
He's weaving very, very aggressively at the moment. He's going to go pretty much at the last second, and he goes now. He does go now, and he's at a good reason. Sav's got... Oh, Sav's been disqualified. That's actually very unfortunate. He had to serve the drive-through penalty that lap when the safety car came in. So Sav has been disqualified, so his race is just... that's commiserations. Oh, Kimmy and Tibbet fighting for P3. Looks like Timbet is up into P3. Good stuff there from the Williams driver.
What should he done about that drive-through penalty?
He needed to serve it when the safety car came in, and it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Oh, Timbet runs deep. Oh, and so he goes onto the back of Kimmy and gets some wing damage. Doggett has in instead of Timbet. Oh, and Timbet's been hit into the wall by, it looks like Tim Circus. I don't even know what happened there. But there's a lot of carnage.
Was pit first lap up when he got it.
There was a lot of carnage in the mid-pack because Samuel has to ride the curbs there really awkwardly.
Norwegian Morris closed up a bit to Shane. We've seen try and put the pressure on Shane to make a mistake. I wonder. But
potentially. Oh, Samuel's hit the wall. Yeah, it's a disaster there for Sam.
Because you get told when to serve your thing, don't you? You get told how many laps you have left.
But I mean, I'm sure. I mean, he would have told someone. He would have said that he had to serve it that lap.
Yeah, it tells you that you need to serve it this lap. So not a good race there for the two championship protagonists.
No, not a good race at all for both parties.
Norwegian boy's closing in on Shane.
He is closing on Shane, but it doesn't look like he's got the
Not
strength and
using
speed to
overtake.
do it. He's not
He's
going.
not
He's just
using
going to
his
stick.
overtake.
Yeah, he's just sticking behind him for the
But
moment.
look at the gap they've pulled out over Kimi.
There's Tim Bennett and so it goes going to the pits as well as Samuel.
It looks like Timbed's just got front wing damage through.
Yeah.
If Samuel has front wing damage, about and so good, I don't know. I think Timbed does. And so they all have wing damage. All three of them have wing damage. Yeah, all three of them have had the wing damage. As we see Norwegian more close again to. We'll maybe be waiting for the DRS to try and get past him. Shane locks up again. I'm thinking what might happen about these tyres.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be.
He's gonna get P4.
Yeah.
Pit P4, come out back and soft and push.
As Don has now lost 2 positions to Timbed, and then so it goes. So Timbed and so it goes. They'll be battling for the remaining portions of the race. It looks like, but Shane has actually pulled out a 1 second gap now.
Pit this lap.
Yeah.
If I was Norwegian boy, I'd pit this lap and pelt it on some soft tyres and try and hope that I can close in the gap in the last 6 laps. We're seeing pit. I wonder. If I was him, I would. And he's not gonna.
He does.
Would you have pit?
Yes, I would have pit probably. Kimi with the fast lap of the race actually, 142.3. I saw that.
Quite close to that barrier.
Yeah, it turns in very, very early actually.
But yeah, for all we know, his tyres could be on very low percentage because of the safety cars. Wait, I think the tyres might be going up as he's falling back now from Shane.
Yeah.
And Kimi's closing in. There's a Norwegian boy locks up. There's Timbed's back into the pits. For some reason.
And he sped into the pit lane.
Everyone seems to be closing in a bit now on to Shane.
Oh, Norwegian boy. Looks like he hit the wall there. I can't be too sure if he did. Has he got some wing damage? He does not have wing damage. He's going decent at the moment, but Kimi's actually closing up on him. So I think the soft tyres off the Norwegian boy is really dying off at the moment.
People are angry with the game, with South being disqualified.
Yeah. As if Kimi goes up into P2, Norwegian boy down into the pits for a new set of soft tyres, I'm going to presume. And that promotes Dog up to the podium position, so that's a good solid track for Dog.
Norwegian boy is looking like he's currently the highest P3 in the standings, then top and Shane, then Cinder and Apple Max, and then Donk. Yeah, people aren't happy with that disqualification. You can't even be looked into and being, being like turned around, can it?
Yeah, and so it goes fast lap of the Grand Prix.
Where does that Norwegian boy's out into P4?
Norwegian boy, yeah, I mean he's comfortably out into P4.
Gap.
And he should get P4 if he doesn't make any mistakes, so it should be fine. Norwegian boy should be fine. Kimi is actually closing out to the back of Shane, so this race is not done yet by a long shot. We could see Kimi winning this race. It's not over yet, but Kimi hasn't. I don't think Kimi's led. Kimi has led the race.
Safety car restart.
Yeah, so the safety car restart. Kimi did lead the race.
Harry's had a bit of a upsy like weekend sort of, hasn't he? Like with winning the Torpedo League Season 4 Championship.
Yeah.
And then DNFing out of this race.
Yes, an interesting few weeks there for Kimi. You are right. Not Kimi, Harry, I should say. I don't know why it's Kimi, but speaking of Kimi, I'm on board with him now. He's in the slipstream. He's going to use some of his overtake to close up, and I think he might actually go for the move here. He's going to go for the move. He's got the speed on Shane, and he does go for the move, and he goes up into P1. Shane is going to defend, though. Shane does look up, and he does hit the wall. He's got away with no damage, but Kimi now into the lead of the Grand Prix on lap 22 of 26.
But Dorga's on soft tyres. We see Dorga trying to close the gap now.
We could see Dorga trying to close the gap.
But that gap with Norwegian Boy is closing down. It was 18 seconds. The Norwegian Boy is flying on them soft tyres. Will Shane try and get back past him, I wonder? I think the Norwegian Boy might be able to get a podium, might.
Yeah, he might be able
Depends what happens with Dorga. For all we know, Shane and Kimi tyres might be going off the cliff.
I mean, I think they'll make it, to be honest.
Depends how bad they are. Because Shane seems to be dropping off. He's confusing there. And as Kimi hits the barrier, coming out that corner.
Does the barrier? He has. Shane is probably going to go back for round 2, though. It looks like he's in position to do so, and Kimi is actually harvesting. So harvesting is below 10%. So he's pretty much he's going to hit the limit of
using DRS, no overtake.
He is closing up to Kimi. Will he think about a move? He doesn't think about the move. He's going to stick behind him for now.
I think Dorga's going to have P3, unless something happens between Kimi and Shane. Shouldn't have said that, should I? Should not have said that.
Don't worry, it's all good. It's all good.
I can't. I'm not. It's fine.
Yellow flag. I know Norwegian Boy is retired from the session. How's he done that then? At turn 2, he was all on his own. He was all on his own.
I think he's not braked. I think he's broke too late.
He's broke too late and he's
into the looks like he's gone straight on.
Yeah, he has gone straight on. I don't know how he's done that, but it's a P4 for the Norwegian Boy, just gone down the train.
Unless his brakes failed. And Samuel's gone into the barrier at turn 1. Yeah, go and bother with Samuel and you'll be able to see.
Yeah.
Or Donk.
Tim better gets a 3-second time penalty, but that doesn't really matter because he's pretty much last place on track anyway.
That means the top 3 are going to be Kimi, Shane, Dorga.
Yes.
If Kimi hits that barrier again with his rear tyre, you won't want that on full damage or simulation because you'll probably get a puncture.
Yeah, exactly.
That might happen, you know. They could get a punch on these medium tyres. It looks like Shane's a bit too far back. Maybe go. Could he be the new winner? Shane's too far back again.
Yeah, it looks like he is at the moment.
Norwegian Boys left. 8 people retired. Well, we've had 7 DNS, 1 disqualification. We've got 7 runners left. We seem to have pulled away from Dorga now. The Dorga's tyres must have hit the cliff.
Yeah.
Very interesting race today.
It's been chaotic, is what it had. Is what it has been. It's been really chaotic. I mean, as you can tell, over half the field is DNF.
Retired. Yeah. Harry got caught up in the safety car restart. Then went pushed too hard with no front wing. and DNF. So I've got disqualified for not going through drive-through penalty. And the Norwegian boys were tagged to the top 3 in the championship of all DNF'd in this race.
Yeah.
This is what Azerbaijan was like, and this is quite what's Monaco going to be like.
Oh god, don't get me started on Monaco. As we're heading into the penultimate lap, and Kimi's still hanging on in there out front. He's still hanging on in there. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's hanging on in there for the moment.
What? Kimi, both on similar overtake. Is Kimi going to win his first race in Hyper Racing Series, I wonder?
Potentially. I mean, we're going to see a new winner out of the two of them. We just don't know who. Was that Don BSQ is closing up to Samuel. He is in the second gap, but he's not lost. He's not out of the second gap.
I'll go on board with Duncan C then. Two. You keep an eye on Shane and Harry. No, not Shane and Harry. Shane and Kimi, sorry.
Shane and Kimi, yeah.
If Harry was back in the race, I'd wonder what had happened. Is Duncan's DRS on Samuel? Donk's a bit too far back to do anything.
Yeah, it looks like it.
The gap's now extended with...
Oh, and Shane gets a 3-second time penalty, and that's his race done. I think it's...
Will Dog get promoted into P2
Nah,
though?
I think Dog will be too far back.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's put the pressure off Kimi now a bit. As Kimi goes to start the final lap. Saying that Kimi DNF'd in qualifying, started P15, and he's going to hopefully win this race. I think that deserves driver of the day in my opinion. What about you? Who's your driver of the day?
I mean, Kimi would definitely be the driver of the day because he came from last place and he's out leading the race. Yeah. So I mean, I think it's the.
So my driver of the day is going to go to Kimi.
My driver of the day will be Kimi as well. I think Kevin would agree with that. I mean, he's driven a really good race, kind of kept out of trouble when everyone else tripped over themselves, and he is going to be rewarded with a W. 25
points.
Oh, yeah.
Who's got fastest lap? And so it goes as fastest lap with a 140.
Timbed and Don, oh, they're battling, and Timbed not up into P6. Is he going to get past Samuel?
Them guys look very close.
Whoa, there is massive Samuel's out of the set. What happened there then?
What just happened there?
I have no idea.
Oh my god, I've just... Timbed's going to get past Donk.
Yep, and Timbed up to P5 out of all of that.
What happened there?
No idea what happened there.
Let's go back on board with Kimi as he's heading towards. Shane's very close now, back to the back of Kimi. He's got guaranteed P2 here, Shane, if you don't make a mistake.
Ooh, is he going to get inside?
Contact!
There's contact there.
Shane!
Dog is going to profit from this, and Dog is going to get P2 here. I mean, that's a very ambitious dive bomb there from Shane. I don't know what happened there, but
what Shane was thinking there, he should have just backed off and let.
He really should have just backed off.
Going to get the win because Dog is now ahead of Shane.
And Kimi is going to come across the line in the McLaren on his debut, I believe, and he takes victory. In Baku, Dogger finishes in P2. Shane is just slowing down, to be honest. I don't know why he's slowing down, but he's just slowing down. Doing some burnouts, I guess.
You don't want to back off too much because Antonio goes might close in.
Yeah.
But then Antonio goes does have a penalty himself. I wanted to risk that because
and Sergio's finishing P4. Timbed looks like he's going to come across the line in
he's got penalty. So
he's got penalty. So Don BSQ is going to get P5 and Timbed is going to get P6.
What a race though! I don't know what happened on the final lap.
Only 6 registered finishes in the end, which is
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Samuel, Donk,
Crazy.
and Timbed.
I mean,
There's a drag race between Donk and Timbed.
and Timbed is gonna
Where it's
win
going
the
to be
drag race, but it's
where it's
still
going to
gonna
be
be P6.
P6.
Yeah,
What a race! Congratulations to Kimmy.
yeah. Um,
I'm trying to think. But yeah, game agrees with us,
yeah. The game does agree with us.
and I think the other drivers will agree with Kimmy for driver of the day.
Yeah.
What a race! I don't understand why Shane went for that dive.
Hmm.
If I was him, I would have backed off completely. I'd have just let him get the win.
Same. Same.
Because you're ruining your race there, aren't you?
Hmm. You are, but
Do you think the stewards might have a look at that?
yeah, maybe it depends if Kimmy. Well, Kimmy won, so I don't think he really cares that much. If
Yeah,
we're
if
honest.
Kimmy hadn't have won, then he'd definitely.
But yeah, Kimmy from last place in the grid takes the checkered flag and 25 points for the McLaren team on his debut race.
Oh,
In
so
fact.
yellow front wing for Shane and he broke too late, that's
Mm.
why.
Ah. As a dog gets P2 throughout all of that. He did a solid job as well. A very good job, actually. Shane in P3. And so it goes P4. Don Askew in P5. Timbed in P6. Samuel in P7. Norwegian Boy in P8. Wow, Space in P9. Iron in P10. Cruz in P11. Max in P12. Harry P13. Julian in P14. And Sav only down in P15 after his unfortunate disqualification.
Well, that's the first literally Kimmy put.
Mm.
Austria next week, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Let me just double check that for us. I know Monaco's round 6 and Monza's round 10. That's all I know. So the rest of the season will go as. If I can find it quick enough. So the rest of the season is. We've got Austria, Monaco, Belgium, Bahrain, Mexico, then to finish off with Monza.
So,
Very good.
a few exciting races coming up. And we just finished with
Austria
an
is going to be
exciting race
fun.
as well. But unfortunately, um, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was going to say thank you to everyone that's joined in, who tuned in, I should say. I'm really messing this up. I do apologise. Thanks to everyone that tuned in for the stream today. I hope you enjoyed our commentary, and I hope you enjoyed the race as well. It was quite,
A very fun
quite
race.
carnage. Yeah, a lot of carnage has to be said. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Definitely going to have some incidents. Might definitely going to have to be looked at by the stewards.
for sure, for sure. But yeah, unfortunately the stream must end here. So thanks to everyone who tuned in, and we will see you next week for the Austrian Grand Prix.
See you